Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to start with the new topic with the nested comment system. Okay, so guys, now let's see a demo over here. So over here you can add the comment. So okay, new add I am giving. Okay, comment added successfully. You can see over here. Okay, new add, and we want to reply to this comment. So you need to be logged in. So we will create a dummy login page. So now let us add. So I have given a dummy user with the ID 1. So let's add hello reply add. Okay, let's reply. Let's view that hello reply add. It's going under this. If you want to reply to this guy again, you can just add with this and tell that this y. Okay, so we are fetching that username and add okay man add reply. So you can see again, let's view. You can see okay man. So this is how we have done with it. You can see over here. So on the Om Prakash comment we have added this. Over here you can view all these comments. So guys, now let's start this nested comment system in PHP. So let's keep this way, and we will be designing this design and start with it. So let's create a simple folder and get started. So first let's create one includes folder, and inside that I'm going to create one called header.php file and one footer.php file. Now let's get started with the Bootstrap for designing purpose. So let's go to getbootstrap.com and click on docs. Move over here. You can get this starter template. Okay, so let's copy this starter template and paste. Let's paste and just remove all these unwanted things, and we are going to cut this and paste in footer page. That's it. So this is my bundle Bootstrap link, and this is the Bootstrap CSS link. As simple. So guys, now we need to include one jQuery file. So let's jQuery CDN link. You can go to this jQuery.com and get the minified script link. Copy the link, copy, and type src and paste. Done. Set. Let's create a index.php file and include the header, includes function. Let's call the includes folder. Copy paste. Let's mention this as footer.php. As simple. So guys, now let us design one navbar. Let's give navbar.php file. Let's get that navbar. Let's copy this, paste, remove which we don't require, remove the links. Let's keep login, and we will create one Bootstrap thing. Okay, model. So funda of web IT. Save. And now guys, let's come refresh this. You can see that you are on the hello world. So let's include this navbar, copy and paste. Call that navbar.php file. Go back to navbar, and over here let's give bg dark navbar dark and refresh. You can see that. Perfect. So where is that hello world? So here, remove this. Let's close this file and let's be on this navbar. Perfect. So guys, now let us get the model for the login. Let's copy this live demo. Perfect. So let's copy this thing from here and get back to navbar, and this is my login button. Paste. Oops. Over here we are going to paste the model. So before that, let me remove this container fluid. Okay, and yes guys, so let's copy this model and paste. So now this is your model ID. You can tell login model. So let's copy this login model and paste this name over here, login model, and over here you can add the form. Let's type form and paste. And now let's create the column row, not row, form group, input dot form hyphen control. Okay, so this will be your email, name is equal to email, and same way you are going to create for the password. So let's copy this and password, give a placeholder, enter email ID, placeholder is equal to enter password, as simple. And over here method is equal to post, and this will be login code.php file, as simple. So now guys, over here let's give login and make this button as submit. Save, refresh. Okay, let's move this to right side, navbar, make this E to S, refresh. Over here you are. So let's click on this, you can see perfect. So let's change this title and give a gap. Three, login form. Cool. So guys, now when you enter the email, that time your code should work. So now let's create that login code over here first. Let's open this sidebar, login code.php file, and let's move to navbar. This will redirect you with the post method taking this email and password thing. Okay, so for that we need a DB. Okay, so from where you are going to get. So before that we'll create all these things. First we'll check if the button is clicked or not. So which button? This login, name, login. So we are going to create a simple login thing. That's it, not much secured. Let's copy login button and $_post, where you are going to store in one variable called email. So this email is coming from your input. Copy this and paste over here. Same way, password, and you're going to use MySQL things. Okay, so let's get back to our DB, and you can see one database called blog, and inside that we have a users table. So over here I have some records, you can see this. So let me just show you the structure, where ID is primary and auto incremented, full name, email and password, and one created at timestamp, and that default one current timestamp I have inserted. So let's get back over here and call the database connection. So first db connection.php file, as simple. Open PHP, close PHP, $connection is equal to MySQLi underscore connect function, where localhost username is root, password is null, and then database name is nothing but blog. So let's copy this blog and let's call this file over here. So include function dbconnection.php, as simple. And now let's pass this over MySQL I real escape string function, where first database connection and then your control CV and then password. That's it. And now guys, we need to write the query. So login query select star from table name called users. Where is that table name? User. Paste where email is equal to single quotes and password is equal to single quotes, limit 1, $email variable, paste, $password variable, paste, run MySQL query function, the connection, and then your login query, as simple. So if it's successful, then you can tell that. Okay, so how will you check that first? So first let us check that record exists or not. MySQL number of rows function, else header location, index.php, exit, where you are going to use session to show the status, invalid email or password, session you are using. Okay, so let's session underscore start function, and now we need to after this success, if it's successful, then we need to get that information. So how will you get? So let's get that dollar user data is equal to MySQL fetch array. Inside this we are going to get this data, paste the data where you are going to get ID. So let's store this value dollar user underscore ID is equal to this, the name. If you require, you can take that full name column. So this ID and the column name I am calling this, okay, full name. That's it. You can tell username. I want to store this, so let's store that in a session. So authenticated user ID is equal to where user ID. I'm storing that, and you can store this auth data variable where you can store this all data, okay, or else you can store only this name, username, auth username. That's it. And after that I want to go back to index page, login successful, and yep guys, so let's get back in the index page. And now, so guys, our login code is successfully done, and now let us test this. Let's go to index page and echo that. Let's use PHP echo, and what you're going to echo, we need to start the session over here, session underscore start function, and inside this what you're going to echo, this username. So let's copy this session username and paste over here, as simple. And now guys, let us refresh. Undefined it is telling, so for that you need to just set this before in a set function. So let's give PHP if is set function. If it is set means then you need to echo. Save, refresh, there's nothing. So let's click on login, and now let me give the correct email. Let's refresh, browse. So you can see that ved@gmail.com is one email, ved@gmail.com email, and password is 123456. So let's try to log in with it. Okay, 123456. Let's click on login. You can see Ved Prakash. Perfect. So data has come, and now let's build this one logout over here. It's very simple. So PHP open, PHP close. If is set $_session of this logged in authenticated user ID. So if it is set, then you have to show, else echo logout. Okay, so let's copy this and divide the PHP, paste, else you need to show this, divide the PHP, let's get logout and create a logout.php file. Done. Logout.php, and just unset the session. So PHP start, PHP end, and just copy this variable, use unset. So make sure your session start unset function, unset this, and same way you are going to copy and unset this username also, unset, and then you are going to show the message as logged out successfully. So you need to show this message right on this index page. So guys, it's a very simple code. Let's use alert, and before that, if condition where is set of the same code, okay, session, where you are going to show the status which variable you are stored, echo let's use this, you are going to show this thing. Okay, let's copy, paste, done. Now refresh, logged in successfully. You can see that message is not moving. So after this, I want to unset. After showing the message, let's unset that. Copy this and unset. Refresh. Perfect. So let's refresh. You can see login, it's showing. So after logging, you need to show logout. Let's go to navbar. If authenticated is user, so let's give not is set. It's showing logout. Let's click on logout, logged out successfully, and let's log in with at gmail.com 123456. Login. You can see logged in successfully, and you are on the logout. So guys, now we have successfully created with this login and logout, and now guys, we are going to start with this comment system. Okay, so let's design this page. So first, let's get back over here, and yep guys, so let's move. So start with the py5, and inside this container, row, column md8. So I want to keep this column in center, so we'll use justify content center. Refresh. Okay, so now let's design a card over here. So inside this we are going to start the design. Card header h4. This is a blog heading, and card body, and inside this card body we are going to start the code. Refresh. You can see this blog. Okay, now let's build that comment option inside this body. So this is my card body, horizontal row, and comment section, main comment. We will mention this main comment, and here we are going to start with this text area, class form control, and rows is equal to 3, and this name will be comment text box. Okay, and one simple button, button button, where we'll tell comment typ type is equal to, let's give button, and this class button hyphen primary, and this button name will be add comment button. Okay, add comment button, and we'll remove this name attribute and add inside this class, so comment text box. And now let's refresh and see over here. Perfect. So guys, now let us make this as row 2. Refresh. So now when we comment over here, that time it should add that comment. So for that, let's get started. Refresh. So let's write the code to comment. So let's see. Refresh. Okay, so this is looking awkward. Let me just take this and add inside this navbar. So let's get back from index page. Let's remove this code and push into a navbar. So this is a navbar. Over inside this link, I'm going to paste that. That's it. Get back, refresh. You can see that with Prakash. Perfect. So just ignore, guys. Now let us add the comment for this. Okay. So first, let's create a database for it. Okay. So let's close all this. Now let's click on new, and as we have created the structure for it, so this is our user table. So we have already created that user table, and now let's create with the comments. So now let's create comment ID. Let's call that ID integer 11 primary key, go, and auto increment. As simple. Let's take this full name. Let's take this user ID, copy, paste, then message, MSG, and then commented on, and then finally created at, copy, and one column missed out. So let's click O, created at. So let's set this integer 11 messages, long text, ignore the field, commented on, we are going to select with the date, select date, and just select with this current timestamp. So while entering, it will automatically enter. So let's give timestamp over here, so it will enter date and time both. So if you require, you can access with that. So let's save. Okay, so comments table is created. So guys, now let's insert the data on this. Go back. So let's create one JS file first. let me add an assets folder, and inside this assets I'm going to create a custom.js file, and inside this we are going to start all the codes. Let's get started, guys. So jQdoc, so which will give your document ready, and now we'll tell jQclick, CLICK, and inside this I want the button. So let's go to index page and call this add comment button. Let's call that and paste. So we are messing out now. So first you need to call this file inside your this thing. Okay, so where is the footer.php? Let's move there, and below this you have to include your file. So let's call that script and call the assets folder / then custom.js file. Set, guys. And now let us see, let's comment this and check that file is linked or not perfectly. Use alert function, I am linked. Save, refresh, you are getting alert. Cool. So now let's remove, and now guys we have to check with this. So let's close all this. Let's get back over here. You have taken this, and now we need to get that first text box, comment text box. So $, dot, because it's a class, we are going to tell class dot value function. Okay, and with this variable we'll tell this as message is equal to. Cool. So first we are going to validate. So if the text box is not empty, then you have to work on this. So let's use $trim function, length length is = 0, where this message are going to print. Okay, so if it's $, not 4, error message is equal to please comment. Hash error status we will give is equal to, not is equal to, dot your paste over here in a text format. Okay, else you need to show the same thing as a empty. If error message not equal to null, return false. Okay, else you need to start the code. Perfect. So first let us test this. So before that, error status, just print that above this text box. Okay, it's ID, we need to make this ID. Fresh, let's click on comment. Please comment, please type comment over here. Okay, if you comment, it will accept that. So now let's add that. So let's call JQ Ajax, and first we need to get this value. So you are getting the value message. Let's keep that in var data is equal to open and close, inside single quotes you are going to send this message, and message we will tell add comment, which will we are going to set true. Now let's pass this data over here, direct data. Let's remove data type, code.php, method will be post, and after this adding alert the response. Done. And let's go to code.php, create a file. Oops. Code.php file, start the PHP, close. First include your database connection. So include function dbcon.php file, and now check with the if condition if it is set or not. $_post method of your add comment. So if it is set, then you are going to come over here. $msg is equal to $_post method of your variable which you have given this message input thing, and then let's insert this value. So before inserting, we have to get the user, so authenticated user. So session_start function and get the user_id is equal to, so while you're logged in, that time you are checking with this, right? So let's get this user login ID and then inserting the value. So let's refresh. You are currently logged in. Okay, so now let's get back to database. First user ID, message, and these two are automatically it will fill. Let's get back code. So comment add query is equal to insert into table. So my table is comments, column names. Let's select these two columns and paste, give comma, values, open bracket, single quotes, give $msg, not message. First you need to pass the user ID because it's user ID, and then your message, so $msg, and then let's run this query. So with the help of MySQL_query function, and while this you need to get the database connection. So inside this $con is from dbcon.php, so you can see that variable over here. So let's get back and then use this variable to store. So guys, for SQL injection and all, you can remove this and real escape string function $connection and then post this. Done. And now we need to check if it is success. If success echo comment added successfully, else echo comment not added. Something went wrong. Okay, so let's save and let's see this, guys. So refresh. So there is no data inside this table, and now let's add nice post, add comment added successfully. Okay, let's see over here, browse. Cool. So user ID 1 and the comment is posted. Nice post. So let's get back. Okay, so when you comment this, that time this data should be emptied. So for that you just need to go to your custom.js file, and after the success, I want this comment to be copied and emptied over here. So just add this double quotes inside this and it will be directly emptied. So let's refresh again and add good blog. Let's add. Okay, so that good blog has been emptied and it's added over here. So let's see again over here. Cool. So blog is added, and now guys, over here you can see user 2 is Om Prakash. So let's log out and log in again. om@gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's log in. logged in. Okay, so let's comment that. So nice post funda commented. So let's browse over here, not here. Let's comment, open the table comment, and you can see that user ID 2 nice post funda. So guys, we have successfully done with commenting on the blog, and now let's see next video about fetching this comments at this below and then replying that, as we spoke about nested comment system. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please continue next video.